Hebrews 11, verses 4 through 5. By faith Abel offered unto God a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous, God testifying of his gift, and by it he being dead yet speaketh. By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had translated him. For before his translation he had this testimony that he pleased God. Hebrews 11, verses 4 through 5.
Tune in to the MacMan Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the MacMan Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me there. Don't meet me there.
All right, Grand Rising, good morning to each and every one of you. This is the MacMan Morning Show, Grand Rising, good morning. Y'all know about all of those things. We say it each and every weekday morning at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time. That's 10 o'clock for you people over there on the East Coast. Shout out to all of our East Coasterners over there. Alice, the blessed child of God, we miss you over here. We know that you had pressing business, family business, and we're praying for you. That's our moderator, y'all. Grand Rising to each and every one of you all. It is right now 3 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock. If you posted in there, not you late, whether you're a minute or three, I'm just 5 minutes, are you still late? You still late. You got to be on time and everything. But don't y'all, some of y'all may be still celebrating the earthquake that was heard around this country from the state of Mississippi. Hey, listen, I'm still trying to recover from the, I thought it was a trio. And as you see, I'm going to put up here, those are my brethren, and these are the people that caused this earthquake to happen. See, so as Mississippi, so goes the country. And if you look and see what happened, people are fed up and they want any way possible. One, they mad about Kamala Harris, our wonderful former vice president, not winning. I went to, man, we had a ball at the convention. I said, boy, with a party like this, we got to beat that orange joker. And you know something? We were disappointed because we were outwitted and we were behind the screen. My grandmother used to say your slip is showing, so our slips were showing, and they saw y'all's petticoats and carrying on, as they would say. But anyway, it was a wonderful day for the great state of Mississippi, and I'd like to congratulate all of those that were victorious around those that were expected, but the unexpected races, especially close to Coahoma County, Mississippi, there was a hidden, I'm going to say it again, y'all, let me say this for the peoples in the back, it was a hidden a hidden leader. See, if y'all go to Sunday school, some of y'all don't go to Sunday school, but y'all be talking religion and things like y'all know what you're talking about. You know, out of all of David's brothers, say the prophet say, bring him here and bring your boys here. I want to see what they look like. And he brought this one. He said, this got to be the one. He's tall. Well, no, not him. It's got to be this one here. He's handsome. No, this one, the hardest working one here. No, I don't want him. He said, but you got another one somewhere. And they say, yeah, but the boy out there, he's just out there tending the sheep and making sure they don't do nothing happen to him. He said, well, bring him here. But he out there, the boy come out and everyone go bring him here. The prophet say, bring him here. And when he did, the prophet, something got inside of him and he felt something and he broke the oil out and poured it over the baby's head and said, there had to be a child. He said, the boy was out there in the field. Amen, somebody. This ain't church, this is MacMan Morning Show. I'm just leading up to what my wonderful guest that I have here this morning. And we can't forget, see, everybody we got the big names and things like that, but we yet forget about a place called Jonestown. If you ain't been nowhere, if you ain't been there, you got to go to Jonestown first before you go to Clarksville. Don't come when you're coming from the north. I'm talking about from the north. Let me talk about folks like me that were transplanted here over 25 years ago. And you had to come to, you can't get to Clarksdale and all the other stuff until you hit Jones. You got to either, it's on both sides. I think it's, is it Limes on one side and Jonestown? I don't know, but Jonestown, I see Jonestown because the big sign is there and you can see that gin that's there. They were famous for that gin. I ain't trying to get all their history away, but we got a son of Jonestown. Glory to God. We got a son of Jones, a young man. Not a dope dealer, not one of them hustlers, not one of those people on the street destroying you, sticking you up and taking your groceries and taking your car. No, I got someone that went to school, listened to his parents, listened to the older folks in the neighborhood. See, y'all don't do all that no more. Y'all get nervous and you get nervous if somebody says something to your children. But look at what this year, I'm coming back. I'll be back. He waiting. I know he waiting because I'm looking at him on the screen. Y'all can't see him, but I can see him in control room. He said, boy, this man is crazy as room is it. My nephew, Shanari McCray. Y'all go down there and see Shanari. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I got to get, I told him to give me his advertisement so I can get it. He is, he's a customer of the mayor of Jonestown, is a customer of my nephew. Now watch out now. Where y'all go get y'all haircut where the mayor get his haircut. We'll talk about that later. Look, I'm going to do some things right quick. I want to pay homage to our sponsors. I'd like to welcome WKRA 92.7 on your FM dial. They have our license and agreement up until 2026. We like to say, hey to everybody, congratulations to y'all over there in Holly Springs, all of y'all down in there in Pontotoc. In Pontotoc, they got a new alderwoman over there, this newly created Democratic Party. We're going to talk about that later on. I think we're going to wrap that on Friday, and I'm going to get the two people that were instrumental in doing that. Let me tell you, you ain't seen nothing yet until Blue hits Mississippi. Welcome to all of you that are in the chat, everybody that's visiting. Don't be scared. Like and subscribe. James Mack been on the air. I've been on the air for a year and a half, rolling. And I want you to share. This is how we do it in the morning. Inspiration and information right here on the MacMan Morning Show. We'll be right back with our special guest. I got a special guest. Y'all gonna like this brother. He's coming up, and I got some more to say about him, but we're going to go to our commercials, and we'll be right back. This is the MacMan Morning Show.
If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection, and I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, you just give D. Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
All right, I'm back here. I had to play that one. You know, that's my anchor sponsors, Keisha Studios and Little Red. Little Red he won. That's my boy. That's my partner. That's Representative Orlando Payton. He won the race for Clarksdale Mayor. I got something better than that. I'll talk about Little Red later. He's family. And want to thank all of you all for all of your wonderful support that you have given. I ain't gonna let him wait no more. I brought him up. You up now, Doc? Can you see yourself?
Good morning,
Mr. Mayor. Okay, hey, hold on a second now. I got to get the goodies for you now. Now I ain't got you yet. Hold on now, Doc. Hold on. He ready now. Wait, hold on, Mr. Mayor. We don't. Hold on one second, sir. I got to introduce you the right way. This young man right here, folks. And if I read his bio as I have read it, it does him great justice, but there's much, much more. I want to just take some excerpts from this, and I'm going to just say this young man is 24 years old. He was born right there in the Delta, Jonestown, Mississippi. Shout out to everybody in Jonestown, Mississippi. Let me take this time also to give my sincere, heartfelt condolences to the Fountain of Life Church, Kojic, in Jonestown, Mississippi. They lost their shepherd. Abby Phillips was a great woman of God.
Amen.
I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it. And Mayor, you right here. And I'm not just saying that because you're here. I'm saying that because in my darkest hour, people pray for you, Mayor.
Amen.
And you keep living these lives. You make mistakes, and I fell to the bottom. And I thought I was through. And this woman prayed and said, God is going to restore you. Didn't want to hear, and I'll come from the cloth. We ain't trying to hear no women preachers Baptist. I'm Baptist. And that's what they say. But I'm saved. But I'm back. But this woman spoke life at a time when I saw darkness.
Amen.
And I thank God for her praying for me and seeing me out of the crisis that I was truly in. And I'm talking about praying. I ain't talking about funny business or nobody like that, because she was a classy person. You better believe it. But prayed for me. And God gave me deliverance and restored me and brought me back to my home family and everything. And I'm grateful to God how even my family, they look at you different and they say, man, we can't believe it's you. So I just wanted to put that out there. But this 24-year-old young man, I'm going to let him tell his own story. He went to Kahoma Community College. I love Kahoma Community College. And Man, he got his degree in business administration and graduated, went to work for the bank. So he know how to count the twos and threes. Y'all can't get nothing over on him under no circumstances. You're married too, aren't you, Mr. Mayor, aren't you?
No, no, sir.
You're not married?
No,
See, they're
sir.
gonna be knocking at y'all. Don't go to City Hall. Leave that man alone. Have the police up there to protect him and everything. I want to introduce my new friend and my new nephew, my new brother, the mayor of the city of Jonestown. Congratulations to you, Mr. Columbus
Thank you. Thank you.
Russell
Thank you.
Jr. Hey man, how you doing? I called you this morning. I know I woke you up or something. Say, man, I saw Shanari sent this information to me and say, Uncle James, you forgot about you talk about all the other mayors and you ain't talk about my friend. I said, well, who? I know you and your dad. Your daddy's in politics and things. You know, Sam McCray. Hey, shout out to you, Sam, and everything. I said, well, what are you talking about? He said, man, he said, I cut the mayor's head. He said, let's check this out. And lo and behold, Brother Russell, there you are, man. You're the youngest mayor ever elected in
Yes,
the
sir.
history of
Of
the state of
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
Yes,
Come
sir.
on, talk to us and say good morning to your constituents in the nation all over. The David is out, y'all. Y'all better watch out now. Come on, bro. Come on.
Good
Talk to us.
morning, good morning, good morning, everyone that's
Good
tuning in
morning.
right now, man. I really appreciate y'all. Shout out to Jonestown, all the citizens of Jonestown. Man, I appreciate you
Yeah,
guys for trusting in me and believing in me to do the right thing. Yes, sir.
yeah,
Like you
yeah.
said, I am 24 years old. I am from Jonestown,
24.
Mississippi. And my main thing right now for Jonestown is to fix the infrastructure on the town.
Hmm.
I also want to
Okay.
bring I want to bridge the gap between the young people and the older generation because that's the biggest thing missing out there in Jonestown.
Mhm.
Yes, sir.
Let me ask you this: being a young man and you had your life and your options are many. You could have went anywhere. You could have moved out of town, and you could have got job offers all over the country, even the world. What made you want to do what you doing, brother? Running for Joe. Man, you could have left the Delta. Delta rack. Listen, this is what people are saying. Delta's the toilet of Mississippi, and man, ain't nothing there but some cotton fields. You know, they treat people wrong, and you know, such and such and such and so, and you could be doing any and everything. What in the world made you stay in Jonestown?
Well, when I graduated from college, before I graduated from college, I did move out of town. I spent a couple years out there in Texas, and I've been back for about almost 3 years now. And that is the reason why I ran for mayor in Jonestown because I see the change that we do need. The Delta is just we need a change. We need a young change as well. It's time. It's time, and that's why I'm doing it, Mr. Matt. Yes, sir. I want to bring more exciting and positive entertainment for the youth, cater to our elders who have been here for decades, keeping our town together, but just making sure that making sure that everyone is okay from all age ranges for sure.
Mr. Mayor, are you there? I'm sorry,
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Mayor. I'm sorry. Okay, that was my fault. I'm talking in this thing, and I had cut. Okay, I got one question.
Yes,
You
sir.
said something about the older people. What happened when you walked up to the door, Grandma and them, and Big Mama and the rest of the older folks and the folks in the hood saw you coming up there talking about you wanted to be the mayor? What was their reaction when you walked up and started campaigning?
Um, I had a few of them that were very happy about it. I had a few of them that were very ready for it. They already knew me from my past and knew the great things that I can do and have done. And I also had a couple who were just looking at me like, "What?" I
Mm,
had a lot of people that doubted me, but we prevailed.
wow. Okay, and you campaigned and you got out there and it looks like the people they supported you. We'll get back to the campaign in a little bit. Tell me about your mother and your father.
Well, my parents have been married for over 30 years now. They've
Wow.
been they started off as teenagers. I'm a middle child of seven brothers and sisters. We all grew up together in the same home. They are hardworking people. They always have our
Wonderful.
backs. Um, just great people, man. Great people. I'm blessed to have them, man.
Wow. So when you told them that you were going to run for mayor, what did your parents say? Cause you're a young man, you got your life ahead of you, and you picked this. And I know he said, "Man, we ain't put you in school for all this. We come back here to this over here. We want you to make us richer. Go on out there, get you some tools and crews, and bring them on back." What did they say when you said you were going to run for mayor?
My mom, she is always in my corner. She's always had my back. When I told her, she said, "When are we starting? What are we doing?
Oh
Let's start
wow,
now." My dad, he's a very cautious man, so are you sure? Are you
is
sure you want to do
that
this? Are you sure? But
is that right?
once he seen that I was serious and I was going for it, he was full on.
Wow. You have a someone here that sees you. If you look at the screen, if you can look at the screen, I'm trying to see Miss Rice is speaking to you.
That's
Uh,
one of my biggest
like,
supporters.
all right, you need to like and subscribe, Miss Rice. You're supposed to be the administrative assistant to the mayor. You got to get the media out and everything. You got to cover the principal. Ain't that right, Mr. Mayor? That's right. But
Love you,
anyway,
cuz.
that's
Love you.
all right. Shout out to all of his family members and everything. Okay, back to Jonestown is how can I put it? It's been so much neglect when the gin and the other agriculture mechanisms were in there. It was mostly an agricultural town, and and people
And it
share
still
crops. There's
is.
different things. Sir, what did you say?
And it still is pretty much.
Oh, okay, but then I want to ask you this, and I believe you're a visionary. What is your vision to bring Jonestown from where it is, like many other small towns and around you? And I'm going to talk about a counterpart of yours that got elected in the town of Lambert. He's the youngest, also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, Mr. Johnson. But what is your vision to bring Jonestown into the 21st century?
That's the word right there. 21st century. See, my thing goes. I've talked to a lot of people in the community, old, young. In the 1990s, we had more businesses in Jonestown than there is in 2025. So my big vision for Jonestown is to definitely bring great, small, big, any type of businesses into the town. I want the younger crowd. I need to have them with after school programs, groups, clubs, and just positive entertainment for them, so they won't be heading into the streets. My my uh my older community, I want to be able to give them resources, transportation to get to doctor's appointments, um if they have to go to the doctor or anything. And for my middle-aged group of people, I would love to bring them resources as well to have jobs, and that's the big thing on the businesses. So my plan is to bring in plenty business to the town.
You have a great opportunity, even with a land mass as you have, to bring a distribution center or a warehouse. I mean, the wave of the future is distribution, and you're right there on Highway 61, which is a thoroughfare for commerce. And you have Highway 49, but then you have this interchange that's coming through um, Kahoma County. I think is that 49. Is it 49? What is that interstate that's going to connect? You can connect to Tunica from Kahoma County. Uh, is that 69 going into DeSoto over there? You know how you right in Tunica, right before you get to the DeSoto County line, that's 69. Yeah, that's
Yes, sir.
69. But
Yes,
is
sir.
there,
Yes, sir. Yes, I know.
okay,
Yes,
that's
sir. Yes, sir.
69. So commerce is coming because you're in the proximity of Clarksdale. You're a stone's throw away. when you can attract a lot of other business that comes uh, uh, going that way and even coming out of there.
Yes, sir.
I'm asking this. Okay, let me ask you this: the board. You have a board of aldermen, I'm sure, right? You're going to
Yes,
have a
it's
board.
five. It's five of them.
How do they feel about you, and how do they feel about your leadership? Do you think they're going to work with you, or are you going to have any problems? What do you foresee?
I don't think I'm gonna have any problems at all. I really want to work with my team. I don't want us to be a mayor than the aldermen. No, we're gonna be one big team. One big team. I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn, and I'm also here to guide in the best way that I can. They're
All right,
all.
all
I
right.
have one. I have one that's in the. We're the same age. She's an older woman, and the rest are have a little bit of age on me, but the respect is all there on both sides, and they're
Okay.
all great people, with great minds. With
Yes.
we're gonna do great things for sure.
That's what and that's a good important part because we're looking at generations here. I mean, many generations. You got what they call me old decrepit, not really, but old school, and you got the new wave of things happening with the young. Now, let me talk about the young people. There are a lot of elements, and in most of the small towns, we got some crime elements and some things, and they always say it's some old folks out there doing some stuff too. Your relationship with your peers, the people that see you every day, the people that you grew up with, you may have played ball with, sports, and went to high school with. How do they feel about your leadership and how does the hood feel? What does the hood say about the mayor? That's what I want to say. What the hood said about the mayor.
I, I I I believe that the town they've seen me, they know me, and I think I would think they think that I would be a great candidate. They voted me in, so I believe they believe in me. I think they think that they know that I'm a good person. They know that my heart is pure. I move with nothing but pure intention.
And that's what you got, good qualities, and yes, I heard great
Yes,
things
sir.
about you, and I wanted to know for myself because Mississippi is with politics as you see, and I know you're going to be paying attention to, and I know that you're on the Democratic Party. I want to ask you, as a winning candidate, as a Democrat, what do you want? I'm not talking about the Republicans. I care less about them right now. They got their own problems. But what can the Democratic Party do to help get the word out about voting, about government, about getting involved? Because it seems like this is the only party that we have that will give an opportunity to a young man like yourself to be mayor of the city of Jonestown. What do you want as a young Democrat? What is it that you want to see the Democrat the old folks to do to help get more young people out in government?
Like I was telling you, one of my main reasons for doing this was to bridge that gap. Right now, we're disconnected. It's so far right now. We're disconnected. When I was growing up, man, I had everyone in the community telling me something. I had everyone in the community give me some type of advice, and they would tell me no when I was wrong, and they would tell me yes when I was. They would tell me yes when I was right. And I think that's the biggest thing that we have right now. We need to start having panels here in the Delta to I've been to a few myself recently, and I think that that's a big thing. We have to start having these sit downs. We have to have everyone in the room together, not just the young people in one room, the older people in a young room. We have to have everyone together. That's the only way we will make a change. I think the biggest thing we have to do is come back together. Got to come
I'm
back
good.
together.
I'm going to ask you. I'm going to go to break, and I want you to stick around. We're going to take a break real quick, but I want to throw this, and I want you to think about this while we're going on break. Will you be willing to meet with other mayors in your new mayors? I'm talking about you new fellas in these new small towns. You got two new mayors in Quitman County, one in Lambert, one in Marks. They're real close to you all. Y'all got a good fire department too. I was the fire chief over there in Lambert, and
Yeah.
Jonestown came and helped us a long many a days. They came and helped us out over there at Cahoma County Fire Department. I want to shout out to your chief over there in Jonestown, and all those first responders. We're going to go, and I want you to think about it. If we put together a summit, would you be willing to come on with some other mayors and discuss your visions? Y'all close together. Y'all could probably help each other. And just to introduce, just think about it. I want you to get a minute and think about it. I know you said yeah already. You said
Just
yeah
think about it.
already. Okay, let me go to break real quick. I want to say to everybody that's listening, you're listening to the Magman Morning Show. I have with me the Honorable Columbus Russell Jr. He is the mayor. He's the mayor. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. He's the mayor of the wonderful, great town city of Jonestown, Mississippi. Jonestown famous for blues too. And a lot of folks come out of Jonestown. They used to party over there, had a juke house over there. My uncles and them used to go in the woods over yonder. And I'm going to tell you about that one day later. But we're going to go to break real quick. And we're going to come back with the Honorable Mayor Russell Jr. He's going to come back with us. We'll be right back after these messages, folks.
Tune in to the Macman Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio shows this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Macman Morning Show, Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get you some on WKRA 92.7 FM. Man, beat me. If your locks ain't right and your twist is on limp, you know, get over to Keisha Studio. Specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
And we're back on the Macman Morning Show. Grand Rising to all of you. I want to give you a program reminder. There will be alderwoman Colby Chapman from the city of Harvey, Illinois, who gives us our updates and everything on the issues that are going on in that community. Was scheduled to do her update on today. She couldn't. And we're grateful. She will be on tomorrow with Trustee Kiana Belcher from Dalton, Illinois. Y'all know this is going to be a heck of a show on tomorrow. I'm going to put the press out on it. And to have those two powerhouses in the room, it's going to be something wonderful. As you see, and for our listeners that have just come in, we do more than just cover our area. We have a nationwide audience. I'd like to say hey to everybody in Alaska at the naval base. Now, I know y'all ain't eating cereal and things like that. And our folks over in Japan that gets up at 9 a.m. somewhere Central Standard Time, they get up and listen to the Macman Morning Show. Those few twos and threes y'all miss home. Y'all want to hear some hilarious things and some great information and some word from home about what's going on. I had to bring this young man here with us today, the mayor of Jonestown, Mississippi, and I'm just happy to have him here. And shout out to all of you all in Jonestown and in the area over there. I mean, and Jonestown is the one. Tell us a little bit about Jonestown from your perspective and what you've heard, Mr. Mayor. They tell the folks about Jonestown. Everybody know about Clarksdale. They hear about the blues and this and that, the other. But tell us about the people and the love and the people in the surrounding and what you got from Jonestown that made you the man that you are today.
Jonestown, old Jonestown. It's a small place, but it has a mighty, mighty power, man. I'm telling you. We're a place of family. Everybody is family, pretty much. Everybody. Growing up in Mississippi in Jonestown, it was a little different from the way it is now. We were like one big community. Everyone was pretty
Hmm.
much for everyone. I mean, everybody's grandma was everybody's grandma. Everybody's mom and dad was everybody's mom and dad, pretty much. Um,
Hmm.
I spent a little time away, like I said, in Minnesota, but when I came back, it, I see the difference. It's a big difference from there and here. Um, Mississippi, we're I mean, Jonestown, we're in a little spot out in the on the we're out by ourselves off of 61, but and
Yeah.
we're surrounded by nothing but fields, pretty much a lot of fields, and Jonestown, we're at a rough place right now, but that's the reason why I'm here right now, to make it better, for sure.
And I believe you're going to make a difference along with the new alderpersons and the others that are there. To you can't help but there was a movie back in the day called Which Way Was Up, and it was the moral of the story is that no matter how far down you are, you can always do what you can always get up,
Oh
and
yeah.
I believe that Jonestown is on its way. I'm going to touch bases with some of the other mayors and have all of you on in discussion about the Delta. I'm talking, and the Delta. A lot of people don't understand has a history that somebody somewhere in this country got a member of your family or know somebody that came from the Mississippi Delta
Oh yeah.
and the Great Migrant, yeah, and Jonestown, Lowndes, you got Clarksdale, you got all these places around about Marks, Lambert, all these places that had a history of truly oppressing our ancestors. But the ancestors' children and their grandchildren have stepped up to the plate and said, "Not on my watch." I want to ask you, brother, is that your heart? You know what your grandparents and your great grandparents, I'm pretty sure, and your forefather, and the thing you know about the Mississippi history.
Oh
Are
yeah.
you what are you going to do to can you will what you doing will it change the narrative? What are you going to change the narrative that Jonestown ain't just a throwaway town with just a corner store and all they doing is hustling in a few churches? Talk to me, doctor.
My biggest thing, the thing about that is, I want to bring the people up. I think the biggest thing right now, we don't have the people in the town. We don't have the resources like some other places here. So I feel like when I bring my people up and they get to do the things that they want to do, the town will be
Hmm.
better. We're gonna soar anyways, just like that. So once I get the people the resources that they need to flourish, Jonestown's gonna flourish anyway.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I wanted to let the audience know that it is our responsibility to help the mayor and to do
Please,
everything that we can to.
please,
And you heard him. You're hearing his plea. Listen,
please.
it's a lot of y'all can tell. I'm gonna say this, Mr. Mayor, and I ain't trying to. I get on people's nerves. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. Here's a young man. I'm gonna say this right quick. Here's a young man of age. You see it all over on television that they hauling people away, our children, our young people away, our young men away. Instead of going to college, they going to prison, and they down there in Parchment and all them other places. The horrifying place, and it'll make any. They ought to just take kids on a trip and let them see what they're going to face one day if they keep acting crazy. Those are the children that are loose. But
And that
we'll
and
talk
that
about it enough.
and like I was telling you earlier, man, we
Yeah, go
have
ahead. Go
to
ahead.
get these kids some more exciting,
Did you hit your?
positive
You hit your?
entertainment. What'd you say, Mr. Back?
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I want you to repeat what you said because there was an audio cut. It wasn't your fault. It was the stream service. Go ahead and do it again. Say what you just said.
Well, yeah, I was just picking back off what you said about the youth, and I have to make sure that I bring more exciting and positive entertainment for our youth, so they won't be able to, so they won't, it won't even cross their mind to go do what they see someone older than them doing that's not right.
That's right. And I'm going to do everything that I can. You got a wonderful young mayor, I would say, of Clarksdale, Mississippi, or a
Oh
dear
yeah,
friend of mine, State Representative Orlando Payton.
yes sir,
With Orlando's knowledge of the resources that'll just leave you hanging and want to promote him. He wants to promote. He's done a lot of.
yes, I know Mr. Payton very well.
He's been with our show, and I've seen him at work in the legislature, man, and he has brought millions and millions of dollars to the area. And now that he's mayor, he'll make sure that it goes into the right places.
The
And
right
I'm going to
place.
bring him on. Yeah, I'm going to bring him on board, and I'm also going to bring another young mayor that's in that vicinity for you guys to get together because he can put you in touch with the people that you need to be in touch with, congressional people, the state people, agencies that can bring. There's hometown monies for small towns, and there's fire department money that just came to improve your fire department. They just approved almost $500,000 should go in, I mean, to really improve your emergency centers and things like that, cop grants and different things. We're going to get together. I just want to reach my hands out from the Magman Morning Show and as an advocate for my people and for my folks down there in the Delta. That's my Delta folks down there. I will do everything that I can, Mr. Mayor, to put any announcement, give you any press, anything that you need, any announcement you need. If you want I'll put it to you this way: your board meetings to be broadcast live. You tell somebody, Seb, you get that. Wait, we're gonna find the sister that hollered. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can find it. That's Miss Rice. Miss Rice, it's your responsibility to set the live up, and I'll take it through our system, and we'll broadcast your board meetings live on our show. It ain't
Okay,
gonna cost you. And I want to see people to see that all young people look. You got a young man, 24 years old. Boy, ain't married, and then y'all leave him alone now. Y'all don't be bothered, boy. Don't be bothered right now. But we gonna put Big Mama and them on them and put them at the bodyguard at the door. But we will broadcast anything, any festivals, any youth activities, anything that I feel that needs to come your way or it needs to come my way. Let us be your friend. Let
yes
us be
sir,
your partner in media. We'll get your media out for you, and I'll talk to you a little bit more about it. And I'll even come there and talk to your people about. You got to be average. If you don't have anybody to publicize you, nobody will ever know anything about you. So
yes
I
sir.
pledge and I pledge this to you, sir, that I'll use this platform and our broadcast and our channel to do anything that we can to bring to awareness that look, hey, look, Jonestown is there. You can't get to Clarksdale until you get to Jonestown first. And we're
You
gonna
gotta
make
come to
sure
us.
that
You
you
gotta
ain't
come to
and
us.
try to find some lights into and as you go out, you'll see the light because you see buildings that are dilapidated. You see infrastructure, the roads and the stuff. Oh, we about to get on the county. Oh, y'all got to do something. Oh, we gonna get on the state of Mississippi. Don't have me go interview some of these folks and say, listen here, what are you doing about Jonestown? James, don't be no. You gonna have to answer to me because my man down there, my brother, my young nephew down there, brother Russell, he down there. He needs
We need it.
you did it now. If you lied
We
to me,
need
see
it.
this. I'll hold them accountable. I'm going to give you some information. I got your information, and I'm going to pass it on to some people that, sir, will really help you. You deserve the title of honorable because you've earned that right. You went out and you voted, and then got the voters to vote for you. And we can't let you down. We can't let you down, sir, because if you go down, we go down. I'm gonna
Yes
say
sir.
that again to all you other folks out there and you naysayers. Let me talk to your folks right quick while I got them over here. Don't think the man ain't got nobody watching out for him. Don't think that he don't have friends in high places because this broadcast is national. And they're going to be coming. What do we need to do for Jonestown? What do we need to do for Jonestown? Okay, well, we're going to put them in touch with you and let them know, hey, listen, this young man is doing his job along with this board, and we can't forget about the Delta. We can't forget about Jonestown. Get you a T-shirt or something. Send me. Y'all got to get a T-shirt with Jonestown on it and send it to me so I can wear it and everything. We got to publicize. Get your hats together. Look, we got to have Jonestown
Yes, sir.
Day Festival. Let people know, look, saying the next time you see us, things ain't gonna be the same. So each year, each day, we will help you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Pledge right here. This is the McMahon Morning Show. Go on, say your goodbye, your final words, and say something to the folks of your constituents that's listening. They listening too. I see y'all doing it. Go ahead.
Jonestown. Jones, everybody in Jonestown, I just want to say thank y'all, man. Thank y'all once again for believing in me, trusting in me. I promise you, I'm gonna put my two best foot forward and do the best that I can for you guys, man. And that's a promise. That's my promise to you guys. I will do the best that I can, and we will go to another level. Facts.
That's the mayor. He said his word. My friend, I'm calling it out. The great city of Jonestown, Mississippi. And this ain't his last time. Y'all know he's coming back, and we're
We
his
will be back for sure.
country. All this technology that folks got, man, we be all everywhere. Ooh, let them know what the mayor's doing and what Jonestown is getting ready to do. But I want to thank you, sir, for just taking out and God. And we're going to get everything together and get better acquainted. And I got to go see my nephew too, get me a haircut or something. But thank you very much.
It's
You
my
shout
time
out to
too.
my nephew. This is brother Columbus Russell Jr. Okay, he's a part of the McMahon family. Y'all better watch out. He got some peoples with him, and we're going to help him to do the things that he do. The youngest mayor ever elected in the state of Mississippi history at the age of 24 years old. You hold the record, sir. You hold the record. So we know that it's gonna be as mayor. I ain't say governor or nothing like that. I said mayor. He's the youngest mayor ever elected, white or black. Okay, but he just so happened to be a brother.
He's
Uh,
black.
in the state of he's in the history books. So until somebody step up and put a team Bible, I hope not. They put somebody else. Ain't nobody going to do it. So we're going to root for him and not just let that be his claim to fame, but let him be the resurrector of the town of Jonestown as he
Amen.
leads as
Amen.
its chief executive. My brother, my young brother, my nephew, Brother Russell. Hey, man, I'll be in touch with you later on today. Y'all say hello to Brother Russell. We want to support him. We want to thank him for coming on the show. He didn't have to. Hey, all kudos. The campaign is over. Now it's time for governing. Now the
We
campaign
are
over. Y'all ain't got. Yeah, they ain't gonna get no more cookies and cookouts right now. Y'all got to get your racy brooms. We got to get our saws. We got to help the older people. It shouldn't be no high grass in Jonestown. We're gonna put the young folks together. We're gonna get a program for the youth, so the youth can get paid to do maintenance around there and do something. You know what? That's where I'm going with you, Bear. I got you, man. We're gonna be in
let's
touch.
do it.
The mayor of the wonderful city of Jonestown,
Jonestown,
Mississippi.
Mississippi.
That's my buddy and all my friends down there. Found the life. I love all of y'all down there. Hey, listen, we're going to come back in a little bit. We're going to let the mayor go. We're going to have our commercial. Mayor, thank you for everything that you've done. I'll
Thank
be in
you.
touch with you, brother. All right. Hey, that was the mayor of the great city of Jonestown, Mississippi. We'll be right back after these wonderful messages, and I can grab me some water.
Tune in to the McMahon Morning Show.
Hold up. Man, this is one of the hottest talk radio Joe this side of the Mississippi. We're talking about the Mac Man Morning Joe. Mondays through Friday from 9 a.m. to 10:20 a.m. Man, get right and your twist is on limp, you know. Get over to Keisha Studio, specialized in locks, natural hair, and extensions. When your hair needs that special attention, make Keisha Studios your next decision. Located 3964 Goodman Road E, Suite 122 in South Haven, Mississippi. Call 901-650-9487 for your appointment at Keisha Studios. You know.
Your home should tell your story. It should be stylish, comfortable, and uniquely you. Here at D. Harris Interiors, we don't just decorate. We design spaces that reflect your personality, your lifestyle, as well as your dreams. Whether you're revamping one room or you're transforming an entire space, here at D. Harris Interiors, we bring creativity, expertise, and heart to every project. Great design starts with connection, and I do take the time to understand your vision and to bring it to life with beauty and intention. So, are you ready to fall in love with your space all over again? Well, you just give D. Harris a call at 901-303-8099 to schedule your personalized consultation today.
I didn't mean to miss this accolade. This is the mayor's father. Hello, sir. How are you, Brother Russell? How are you? That's Mr. Diedrich Russell. He said he's proud of his son. I'm proud of your son, too. Hey, you're 24 years old, young brother. 24 years old, y'all. A young brother. Man. Okay, all right, we'll talk about that. Brother Russell, yes, we thank you for the guidance that you gave your wonderful son and the things that you his mom. Wait a minute, hold on a second. Forgive me. Wait a minute, hold on a second. I'm gonna do something, Mom. Wait a minute. I want you to just hold on 1 second, ma'am. I got to do this, and you have to help me. I need you to come on the air. I'm putting in the chat where you are, where you just made your remark. There's a link. It'll be coming up. I want you to tap that link to allow me to give you my humble apologies. Please let me do that right there. Please, pretty please. No, ma'am, I really must do this. This is, please let me apologize because I'm reading. I ain't got my glasses on. And that's his mom, y'all. I'm sorry. Ooh, see, I got you. I apologize. It wasn't done on purpose. Blame it on my eyes because I put your glasses on, James, and maybe you can see. Okay. Listen, I wanted to, let me say, I enjoy Brother Russell. Man, he is, boy, you talking about excited about his future. I'm excited about the future of Jonestown, Mississippi. Listen. Now, y'all know it's hot outside. It's about 80 degrees right now this morning, and it's almost 10 o'clock. It's 9:54. And I know it's hot up there in that humidity up there in Illinois. So I want y'all to go over to the Smoothie Cafe in Illinois. Our dear friends Tremaine Roberts is up there in her wonderful business. The Smoothie Cafe has wonderful ice cream, chocolate-covered strawberries. You can create your own. They got a chocolate bar, and you can create your own chocolate bar. Okay, wait a minute. Before I talk about chocolate anymore, Miss Russell, How are you, Miss Russell?
Hello,
How
how
are
are
you?
you? I'm
Okay, I
wonderful.
am so. I know. Don't please don't beat me now. Now this is the mayor's mom, y'all, and I was looking all cross-eyed at the screen, ma'am, and I didn't see. And I'm so sorry. Listen, because if he's junior, he would be called senior. See, that's crazy. You see, blame it on my head and not my heart. How are you, ma'am?
I'm doing fine. How are you? That's okay. I get
I'm
confused
doing
with that. It's just my name. It's a
well.
unisex.
I need me a smoothie or some coffee or something. Let me ask you something while I got you here. Your
Yes, sir.
son, your baby, your son, the one you brought
Mhm.
into this world, made history as the youngest person, white or black, ever elected mayor in the state of Mississippi. Can you
well,
imagine that? How do you feel about that? I want to know how you feel about that. Come
me and
on,
my
mama.
husband, we still, I guess, processing it, but I kind of knew anyway because Columbus has always been a go-getter. Even as a little bitty kid, he always had his mind on whatever he wanted to do, he did it. He was a bad boy, a little bad boy. I mean, he kept me busy. He was always into something.
He was
And he was,
my mama called it mischievous, mannish, and mischievous.
yeah. Well, he wasn't so much that he just liked it to. He was very curious about everything. He if
Messing
he
with
wasn't
stuff,
supposed
messing
to,
with
he was.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
messing with
always
stuff.
been a person. If he put his mind on it and he wants to do it, he gonna do it. When he was in high school and he was 10th grade and he said, Mama, I'm gonna get myself together. I'm finna get everything right. And when I get to 12th grade, I ain't gonna have no state tests. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna be a test-free senior. And that boy was a
Mm,
test-free senior. He got out of school.
is
He
that
went to
right?
Texas for a little while. He said, Mama, I'm gonna go to Texas. Next thing I know, the boy was doing good. He was sending me money. Then he came back
What?
and said, Mama, I'm finna go back to school and get my degree. He went back to school and got his degree. He came
Is
here
that
one
right?
night. He said, Mom and Dad, I'm finna apply to be the mayor. I told my husband, and I said, this boy finna be the mayor. So whatever he touched and whatever he
Wait,
does,
wait. Yes, ma'am. Wait a minute. I got one question. Wait, you mean you told your husband, say this boy about to be the mayor? I know he not one. You got a successful son. This boy sending
yes,
money home. A lot of y'all don't send money home to your folks. I don't know what's wrong with y'all. Stingy, y'all partying too much. Send some money home to your folks. And he made you proud. You ain't had to go to the police station or nothing to go get him out of jail. He wasn't
oh
hustling
no,
dope on the street.
no. I
He
have
wasn't beating no women's on the street or nothing. He wasn't no playboy. He
no,
was out there trying to get himself together. And your husband seeing this, and you told him that boy about to, he been into something. This boy really done got himself into something. He gonna be the mayor. What was it? Tell me about that conversation.
well, me and my husband was in the kitchen. He had came in and he said, Mama, Dad, I'm finna run for mayor. I said, Columbus, now come on now. Because I knew if he did it, it was going to
Yeah.
happen. And
Wow.
I didn't want to encourage him because I don't discourage my kids on anything that they want to do.
Yes,
So
man.
when he came and he said he wanted to do it, I just got on and put my shoes on and went to running with him.
Whoa, Mama went to weather that night. Something about a mama, a Mississippi mama. I got
Yeah.
be telling folks, you ain't had no. My mama's a Mississippi, Drew, Mississippi born mama, and it's nothing like a. Well, she had 12 of us. Now it was one time in our house. It was 8 people in the house with us. But do you know my mother made sure she always told us. She said, I got a fourth grade education. She said, I want you to do better than what I did and even do
Yeah.
better than that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can feel the same thing in you all, although y'all, my mama's 93 now, praise God.
Hmm.
But,
Yeah.
that stuck with me. What did you, in him growing up, I want to know, you said, I know he been like me. I wanted to know everything, stuck things in the socket. I did all kind of crazy stuff, burn,
Hmm.
burn paper in the yard, all kind of stuff. Um,
Well, I remember
what
when he
was
was
he
about
like as
maybe,
a kid growing up? Come on, yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
I know he
Let's
was
talk
about
about it.
4 or 5, and me and my husband, we would get up in the morning, we ride around the town or whatever. And so my oldest daughter, she was about maybe 14. So we ride. We
Hmm.
said, Columbus, do not ride. He couldn't ride the bike. I had been trying to teach him for a couple of days. So I guess
Hmm.
by me teaching him, it wasn't enough. When we came back to the house, we had been gone about 15, 20 minutes. That boy was riding up the street on that bike. I
He was
told my husband,
riding
I said,
himself.
he learned on his own, baby. That boy was coming up the
Wow.
street riding that bike. I was so proud of my boy because we was working on trying to teach him how to ride that bike. That boy was riding that bike. Then he learned how to
Wow.
ride the bike. I said, Columbus, don't go down no further now. These stuff goofy. You don't go past the stop sign. He did good for a
Yeah.
little while. My
Yeah.
cousin come around the corner and tell my husband, you all better get Columbus. That boy riding that bike.
You're kidding me. You're kidding me. I
He
want to
just,
ask you something. Yeah, I want to ask you something. I want to welcome Miss Jacqueline Carter, and I want to welcome our next Congresswoman of the First Congressional District, Diane Black. I know they loving all of this. They love it. They want to hear your story. Yeah, he the mayor, but the mayor can't get he couldn't be here if it wasn't for his mom and daddy, y'all. But I want
yeah.
to ask you something, and
Mhm.
don't I didn't know I was gonna get a chance to interview you. I'm glad I got the mayor's mom on here because I felt so bad because I said, wait a minute, I said, sir, I thought it was his father. I didn't know what to do. But anyway, what? Okay, you've seen a whole lot as a mother and as a wife in
Mhm.
Jonestown. You know Jonestown, and you seen the up and you seen the down.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and you raised your children there, like
Yes,
many
I
others
did.
have raised their children.
But see,
What advice? What? Go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead. You go ahead. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
but
Come on.
when it came to me and my kids, okay, when it with Columbus, we left here about maybe when he was about maybe 6, and we moved to Minnesota. My husband,
Mm-hmm.
me, my husband, and the kids. We moved to Minnesota. So when he came back here, he was like 8th grade.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came back in 8th grade, he he even he even did things at that school to be recognized. My son has always been a leader. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he was in the youth leaders of Clarksdale, and when he was in high school, he
Okay.
was the Mr. Senior. He wanted to be like the king of the school, but
The king.
he had got into some little stuff when he was like 9th grade. But
You want to be
he's
the king?
always been a leader. You know,
Mm-hmm.
he's always, like young guys in the community, they looked up to him. He's just always been a person where he know what he wants to do. And when he
Wow.
came back, it's like he said, he felt like it's not the love in the community as it was when he was a kid, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And he wants his kids to experience that. He want, that because there's been a time where in Jonestown, a lot of the stores that's in Clarksdale came from here. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
there was one time in Jonestown where we had a bank, we had
Mm.
grocery stores. You didn't have to go to other areas, and that's something that he would like to bring back, and he
Yes.
loved the elder people. He sees that there's a need for transportation for them. It's
Mm-hmm.
just a need that can be done, but it's gonna take everybody to do it. He can't just do it by
Sure is.
himself. But with
It
him
sure
just
is.
being young and can be able to go different places and can be able to bring stuff in this community that we haven't had in years. And I'm just
Wow.
proud that he wants to do it, because we have so many young people that probably could have done it, but by not being a
Mm-hmm.
lot here, a lot of people send their kids away.
Yes.
They send them to other places, but when you can really build your own community up and have your kids stay here and be our own self, self
That's right.
sufficient. Because our
That's
community
right.
can have a bank here. We can have a store. Other little small towns, they have Dollar General. I just feel like my son can be the one to bring us back together, you know,
That's
make
right.
us a whole again, make us a family. He remember when he could go to anybody's house and feel welcome, where there was, everybody gave you a meal, it wasn't separation, it was a lot of separation, you got a lot of little groups over here that like people, little groups over here, we're just so far apart, you know. And then he
Well, I
comes from like
believe. Yes.
he's the fourth of 7. He's the
He's
fourth.
the
I had
fourth.
3 girls, my husband had 3 girls first, and then we had 3 boys, and then we have a 7-year-old. So we have 7 kids in all. And me
He
and my
like the
husband,
knee
we've
baby.
been
Is he
together
like the
since
knee
we were
baby
kids.
almost? He ain't the knee baby though. He ain't the knee baby. He's the
No,
oldest
he's
son.
the
He's your
oldest
oldest
son.
son.
He's the oldest son.
Okay.
And we have
Okay.
three daughters ahead of him. We have a 32-year-old daughter. We have a 30-year-old
Hmm.
daughter. We have a 27-year-old daughter. And he's behind him. He's the 24th. Then he has a brother behind him. And he has another brother. And he has a little sister that's 7.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. That's
So,
a nice family.
we're
Listen, this is what I wanted to ask you too.
hmm
Child rearing in the Delta. We got a lot of young mothers. We got a lot of kids raising kids. We
yeah,
got a lot
yeah,
of stories that
yeah.
we could tell about how our kids are and what they're doing. And we can bring, I never report on it as a reporter because it becomes sad to me. What
Yeah.
advice? Wait, what?
Well,
Yeah, what advice? Okay, go ahead, go ahead, go ahead. We talking? Go ahead, go ahead. Come on.
my advice is being a young mother myself because I had my first child when
Yes,
I was
ma'am.
only 14.
Oh my,
And
yes, ma'am.
the thing about it is, once you become a mother, it's not about you no more. It's not about you. It's about
Hmm.
your children. Because once you bring a child in this world, they're going to depend on you the rest of their lives. And your children are not going to do what you say, they're going to do what you do. That's my advice to any parent. And you have to raise your kids if you want them to be successful in life. They cannot raise themselves, not at
Yes,
all.
ma'am.
You have to teach your kids. They don't know. You don't have
Yes,
to abuse them to make them do nothing. All you have to do is be there for them and to support them. Kids just want
that's right.
attention, they want support, and they want love. And that's
That's right.
all you got to
I
do.
got.
The main
I
thing
have
is,
a
though, what kids
co-host.
want is
Yeah.
love.
Yes, ma'am.
That's what they want, love
I
and
got
attention.
love and attention. Wow.
Love
I
and
have our
attention. That's
co-host
all.
here. Yes, ma'am. I got our co-host, brother Lee Mack. He's my older brother. He's my
Okay.
co-host here, and I got brother Lee. I got Ms. Russell is on. Her son is the youngest mayor ever elected in the state of Mississippi. He just so happened to look like us, Lee, and he's from Jonestown, Mississippi. I know you just came in. I wanted to give you an opportunity to give your greetings and tell us how proud you are. This young man is 24 years old, and I have his mom here. I want you're a father. You know, you got kids, and everything. And what is it? I know you feel the same sentiments as this mother does. What encouraging words or things would you like to say to Miss Russell as we have her on her son, the mayor? Uh, we had the mayor. Is that your husband, Miss
No,
Russell?
that's not my son.
Which one of them? Where at? Let me see what you got there. Who's that? Let me see.
This is my
You can come on in and say
he got he
he's
don't want to
shy.
say that.
He's shy. Okay, his mama on TV.
No, but
Okay, brother
he's
Lee is
gonna
here.
run and do something right quick. Him and his
Okay,
girlfriend.
that's wonderful. Tell them they get the replay. They can see mama on TV, him and the girlfriend. But brother Lee, I'd like for you to come in and just give some encouraging words or ask any questions that you'd like to ask or statements you or how you feel about this young man making history right there in the Delta in the Mississippi. A history of Mississippi will have his name as the youngest person, black or white, uh, elected as mayor of that town. Go ahead, brother Lee.
Well, I like to say great day to the sister, great day to everyone else, and new
Hello, how are
beginnings.
you?
I'm fine, and I like to say that's a wonderful thing to see a young person meet his goals like that at such an early age, and he's still got a lot to go, still got a long way to go, but he's doing great things, and I think that more young people, such as ourselves, need to do more of it. And it just shows that when you put your mind together, put your mind to it, you can get some things done. You can get a lot of things done, and to put some new blood into it, because sometimes the old blood gets stale, and
Yes, sir.
they get too complacent, and they
Mm-hmm.
forget about who they work for, and
Yes.
they don't listen to the people. And
Mm-hmm.
you were talking about it. They need some senior citizens need to get around, and they need some transportation. That's great. they need some grocery stores, and maybe he can bring some grocery stores with some decent produce that's needed in the community, and closer transportation and all of those things that he can't do it all at once, and he needs the people, like you said, to contribute, to participate, to
Yes,
help him do the job, because they think the mayors can do it all by himself. He can't.
yes. It's
And
gonna
if
take
he's
all of us.
Yes, ma'am, it'll take all
Yes,
of us
He'll come.
yeah, it'll take all of us behind him, and if they know the people is behind him, you know, he'll get things done a lot better, a lot quicker.
yes, sir. Yes,
You
sir.
know, so yeah, that's a great thing. You got a son like that, and I know you got more kids that are doing some fantastic things too, and it tends to rub
Yes, sir.
off, and it comes from a
Yes,
good
it does.
place.
It's motivation. It's motivation. We motivate each other. You know,
Yes, and
you, you
that's
you
the
have
thing.
to. I just try to teach my kids, and I tell other people too. It's about each other. It's not about I, me, and mine. We
Yes,
done got to a point where it's you know, I I did it. I did it. It's me. It's mine. No, it's ours. Everything you really, we don't own anything, you know. So if I don't own it, why not share with whatever I got? If I have something, if I can get some information to help somebody, to help me, why not pass it along? And if it can help somebody else, if it can't help them in a way it help me, it might can help them in another way. We got to
Yeah,
get back to loving each other, helping each other, and showing that it's nothing wrong with it. It's all right with
yeah,
everybody having something. It shouldn't be just this side of people got it and then this side of the people don't. If everybody got it, we all can be able to be happy and comfortable. It's like if this side of the street got it, what the other side gonna look like? They gonna go over there and start messing with those people. They gonna feel like
yes,
if they got it, I'm gonna take it from them, and it's not you shouldn't feel like that, but it's a feeling to see the same people over and over and over and over get it. And somebody that wants to get it, we won't even try to help them, even if they want it. Now, everybody don't want it. Everybody don't want to have it. Some people are content with what they have. But if there's somebody out there that wants to get it and got the energy to get it, but just might not have the money or the people but we got to start back helping one another, loving one another. And like I said,
that's
my
true.
son is going to do that in this community because
I believe
if
that.
I should have recorded it, the whole process here of him running for this election because my son, he ran the race. Every
Did he
day he
run?
got up. He was on it. I'm talking about he gave rallies. He had me out there cooking fish all day. He had me
That's
making
right.
macaroni,
Mississippi fish.
spaghetti.
Lord help us. Lord,
We show love in the community, and we're not
in
going
the
to stop.
community.
We're not going to stop.
Ooh,
This is going to be the community that's going to let the world know that what we still about. Because he don't just
that's right.
have the community in the town. He has a lot of family. His father comes from a big family on his dad's side
Mm-hmm.
and his mom's side. I have family,
Mm-hmm.
so he's gonna shine. Like I said, he's gonna shine himself because he's just that person that he's a happy kid. He's always been a happy kid. He's a little bit too happy.
Well, we want to make sure that he keeps his happiness and his joy. And
Yeah.
I want to ask you too, while I got you and Brother Lee here, I got some experienced parents. I want to go back to what I had said before Brother Lee wasn't here. Um, what we see is not necessarily what has to be. And your son, by God's grace and mercy and the raising that you and your husband and Lee, you and your and the baby's your children's mom had done. A lot of people don't know what struggle is. They don't know what it is that you have to hustle and bustle and make sure that everybody, and you had a big family. That's like my mom had to make sure we ate. All of us ate three. We had to eat, and they had to work hard. What again to this young man, 24 years old now, not much more older as this 2020 he was born, right?
Yeah, his born is
2025.
he'll be 25 next month on the
Is that
13th.
right? Now, Brother Lee, we were 25. All of us were 25 at one time. But I wanted to
Oh
get
yeah.
from the watch out now. Well, I want to get from you all what words can you give to these young? Now we got a young mayor, man. We got a young person out here. Now he's beyond the norm. He's beyond that. This is the exception. We don't hear these great stories, or even get. Most of the times, we have parents that are on our shows that are begging and pleading for somebody to help them to solve a crime or something happened to their children. But this mother didn't have to go get this child out of jail, or you didn't have to go get yours out. Give some advice to these parents, man, and Mrs. Russell.
Yeah,
Talk to these folks. Talk to they listening. Talk to them, Miss Russell, and then Brother Lee. Go ahead.
I just feel
Yes,
like as
ma'am.
a parent and a mother and a father, if you're not together with your, parent, if y'all can see fit with y'all, just try your best to co-parent. Yeah, and I just see it so many mothers, and I'm not talking about the young ladies, period now, but they're just so bitter, and I see a lot of the young guys, they want to be fathers to their kids, but it's just, it's so much anger there to where they don't brainwash the kids. A lot of the time they don't like the daddy, then they tell the kids don't like the daddy. So, we gotta let our kids know that we can work together. We got to work together. If you don't like the daddy, you don't tell the kids that. Don't talk about the daddy. If the daddy don't like the mama, don't talk about the mama in front of the kid. Y'all just talk to the
Mm-hmm.
kids and try to make sure the kids what's important. We got to put our kids back on the front line. We can't keep running off and going to work, working all these jobs and leaving the kids at home, because it's really not no grandmothers there no more.
No, it ain't.
They there, but they're young. I'm a young grandmother. I have 10 grandkids, and
Yes.
I try to do my part, but it's like you can't do it all. But you
No.
got to get back to raising our kids ourselves, because they cannot raise themselves. You got to
Yes.
correct them when they wrong. You got to show them the right and wrong. We done got to the point to where now we figure we can go buy them a game. We can give them money. We can buy them some clothes, some shoes. We give them so much materialistic stuff to where they think that that's what they supposed to have. And when they get a certain age, that money not coming. And then that's when they go to get into doing things they don't have no business doing. And you don't
Yeah.
show them no love, they're going to go out there and get love in the streets. And that's not no good love.
So ain't.
So me,
Mm.
me personally, myself, I just think that we need to start back loving our kids and not buying them things, and, get them away from the TV, take them back outside, take them to the park, teach them life lessons. Like, build a little garden,
Mm-hmm.
show them about some flowers, little girls, take the boys out, let the kids play in mud again. We don't do that no more. We just want them to sit up
We
in the
know.
house, put a phone in front of them, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
I take my grandkids. If my kids can't do it, I got them in baseball. I put them in
Yes.
dance, and you got to let them know that the world is a good place, but it's what you make of it.
Yes.
It's what you
Brother,
make of it. And
oh,
we got to start back loving our kids. That's my thing.
that's
Parents
right.
got to, uh, women's mothers, we got to, don't think we got to work all these jobs and bring all this money home and live in all these fancy houses and all this stuff. Kids just want love and attention. That's all
Yes.
they want. and they want their mama and their dad, even if they not together. Sometimes y'all could just get together and take them kids out to eat sometime. You know, if you don't do them, have a meal at the house sometime once a week. These
Hmm.
kids just want to be loved, just love and
Wow.
attention. That's all they
That's
want.
it.
You know, that's
Well,
all they
brother
need.
Lee. Yeah, and you're exactly right. Hey, listen, brother Lee, can you piggyback off of that, there, brother?
I would just say the sister is right on point, and the son has picked it up, and that's where he's going, and that's where he gets all of that from. And I would say, hey, thumbs up to the sister and the family that her and her husband helped create. They've done a fantastic
Wow,
job. That's what I like
wow,
to say.
wow. Our very, very, very special guest, Mrs. Russell, please pronounce your name, please.
It's
Pronounce your name.
D trick.
Dietrich.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we have Mrs. D. Russell. I'll say it.
That's
I'll say it
right.
like that, Mrs. D. Russell, the wonderful mother of the mayor of Jonestown, Mississippi, the youngest person ever. I'm gonna say it again for all y'all in the back room and then got cotton in your ears. He is the mayor, the youngest mayor ever elected in the state of Mississippi, white or black, but he's a brother
Yeah.
Columbus Russell Jr., and we have his mother who took out her time after I destroyed her name and she came home to save my bacon. I want to thank you very much for all that you have done and for your wonderful son. I got to come down and see everybody, but I'm going to do everything that I can to make sure that your son's message and his vision gets out. I'm going to come and do a show there
Okay.
live. I'm going to do a
Okay.
live show in Jonestown, and I'll give you my commitment. I'm not just here for. I keep telling people I'm not here. If it was for the money, I'm broke. But it's for because nobody has a real voice, and people are listening. And you can't get traditional ABC, all them other folks, 2-5 and all them folks. They ain't studying our community. They're not thinking about it.
No.
But a person like myself come along,
Mm-hmm.
like we did for Clarksdale, we can do the same for Jonestown. They all right next door
Yes,
to each other.
yes.
Can't get to you until I go on 61. I can't get to Clarksdale. I got to hit Jonestown first.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that
But you
means
know,
that we
a
got
lot
to
of them
do.
come from
Yes, ma'am.
Jonestown.
Beg your pardon?
A lot of the people come from Jonestown. They went to Clarksdale.
Yes, ma'am. And they went to not only to Clarksdale, you got a lot of people from Jonestown that moved to DeSoto County. And they
Yes,
finally,
sir.
in DeSoto County, they finally, Miss Russell, I've been in the DeSoto County area for about, and off and on for about 24 years, about as most of your son has been alive.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it was Lily White. And we were the
Mm-hmm.
only people on the block that was black. I'm telling
Yes,
you what
sir.
God loves. I had so much trouble out them folks. They hated me. They hated. I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell you about it. But you know something? I found out that there's still some good people out there, and you can give your
Yes, it is.
service
Yes.
and to see your son where he is. And I got excited when I heard about it because I hadn't heard about it. Just that. Let me tell you something. It went so low under the radar that I didn't know. I said, "Wait a minute, we got to put him on." We got to put him. I got to get him on here. I called him this morning. He was bright eyed. Hey, hello, how are you? And I said, yeah, hey,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm doing. And he got me what I
That's
needed.
him.
And Miss Russell, when I saw you there and you made that correction, I got to respect you,
Yeah, that's
not
okay.
just because,
You're not the only one. I get it all the time because my name is Unisex
ma'am.
Lane.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. But at least you did pronounce it right.
Yes, ma'am. I'm so, but then I'm thinking. See, because blame it on the North. I'm trying to get myself together. That my cousins. I got a cousin named Johnny May, and they
Mm-hmm.
take the Johnny part and say that's a man, and they take
Mm-hmm.
your name and say it could be either Edna, some other name they used to have. My mother's name is Ida May, but
Yeah.
you know where I'm going. So I had to
That's
educate the
okay.
people.
That's okay. Like I said, a lot. I get the bill
Yes,
collector
ma'am.
call and say, "May I
Do
speak
that.
to Mr. Dietrich Russell?" No.
Say no, he ain't here. So so you can't get no money from them. Anyway,
That's right.
Mrs. Russell, I'm coming to Jonestown. Bring my production. We're gonna do a show with your son. Everybody, and before I do my Clarksdale thing, I gotta have you and your husband. If he ain't bashful, I know he about saying, "Lord, this boy, what is he gonna be, the governor or
Yeah,
whatever?" Brother Sky. Don't think he just.
he's pretty emotional. He's like, it ain't, it's
Mm-hmm.
still, but like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I'm his mom. And
Yeah, you happy? I know.
I knew when he came and told me that, like I said, I just put my running shoes on and went to running. Cause,
That boy
I knew
better get behind him. Get behind that boy.
he
That boy running for mayor. He gonna be the mayor. Your husband say, "Baby, please, no, not nothing." He want to be this, and he want to be a banker. He want to be this. He want to be a businessman. But
yeah,
you ain't never got. Thank you, Jesus. You ain't got no bad call. I'm gonna tell Mr. Russell. You might well come on get with it. I know he's proud of his son too. I know he's proud.
yes, he was getting ready for work while we was talking,
hmm
and he went on to work. He
Okay.
gone to work. But
Okay.
he
Well,
worked
y'all
for
can get the
County.
replay. Okay, you get the replay and y'all play it back. And I want to tell all your friends that are out there, everybody that sees Ms. Russell and y'all saw Mayor Russell, y'all
Yes,
like and subscribe. Y'all come on back. We're going to get them together. We're going to do some things in Jonestown. Like I told your son, I got you on the media side. They need to know what's going on. And I'm on broadcast and say it loud. And people are listening. You better believe it. And my thing is not just that. I want people to know that when Jonestown come out of this here, y'all going to see a whole new personality. You're going to see a whole new Jonestown.
yes,
And you're going to see a new Delta because the children of the Delta is coming back and saying, we're not going to let our ancestors and our
that's right.
foreparents, their names go down the drain as just being cotton pickers and
That's
seed
right.
makers and all that stuff.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
history, there's families, there are people
yes,
here, and we're
yes.
going to make it a community. Stop. They can lead a city, and you want to leave Chicago and come somewhere peaceful, build you a house in Jonestown.
It'll be
But we
right
got to
here.
get
Yes,
the
sir.
infrastructure together. We
Yes,
got to get
yes,
the streets together. We got to make sure
yes,
the police and the fire is together. And we
yes,
got to get
yes,
our young people back into the
yes.
activities that we got to bring back softball. We got to bring back
Mm-hmm.
recreation. We got to
Yeah.
take them on trips.
And
There's
they
money
want it.
there.
They want it.
hmm
Yes, sir. They want it. The community, they
and with
want it
Mayor
so bad.
Russell, yes, man. With Mayor Russell and Mother Russell, well, I ain't gonna call her Mother Russell. She too young to be called a Mother Russell, like Mother in the church. But Mrs. Russell and her husband and Jonestown get together, and we're gonna help them. We're gonna help do everything that we can. I will not rest until we see the resurrection of Jonestown, Mississippi. Ms. Russell, thank you for coming on the McMahon Morning Show. You coming back again. I know your son said, oh, he got my mama on here. Yeah, your mama had to. That's how my mama taught me. She said, if you think that you did something or you think you trespass against somebody, go to them and let
Yeah.
them know it might not even be nothing. And they might say, man, I didn't think of it like that. But Miss Russell, I got to give you your respect. And that's why I'm glad you came on. I'm glad everybody is listening. This is the type of show I run. Listen, you got to
Mm-hmm.
love each other. You got to respect each other. You got to be the type of
That's
people to
right.
say, we don't have to live like everybody say that we live. We can have a good community. We can have a clean
Yes,
community.
we
We ain't got
do.
to have crime and dope on the street. Our
That's
kids
right.
ain't got to be in
That's
the
right.
jailhouse and on the chain gang. As my
Yeah.
mama said, they're going to put you on the chain gang. Scared me to death. I ain't never
Mm-hmm.
seen nothing like she showed it to me. And my thing is, you got a community that wants to do, and I'm going. And like I said, I
Yeah.
pledge, and this show pledges to do everything. We're coming soon to Jonestown, and we're going to do a full show. All me, the
Okay.
mayor, and Ms. Russell, and all the folks she wants to come. We're going to do a full show, and we're looking forward to July the 1st as the young man takes the oath of office. We're going to broadcast his meetings. We're going to put anything that he has out there. Let the world see this young man sworn into office and take the oath of office at his hometown and came back. 24 years old, came
Yes,
back.
sir.
Say, I'm going to
Yes,
do
sir.
something for my community. Y'all better
Yeah.
take note of this young man. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. Miss Russell, thank you for coming on with us. I'll be in touch with you. Tell your husband and everybody I said, hey, and tell your son you got on TV too.
Okay, thank you.
That's, that's Mrs. Russell. You all, that's the mayor's mom. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. Let me say something about the Smoothie Cafe. The Smoothie Cafe, y'all go over there at 4714 Lincoln Highway in Matson, Illinois. Go over there and see Ms. Roberts over there, Tremaine Roberts, and get you a smoothie. It's cold. She's one of the best businesses in Matson. Y'all go over there and say, hey, I forgot to mention her. To all of our sponsors, for Brother Lee, our lead our co-host and our lead contributor here at the MacMan Morning Show. For all of you that are here, I'll see you on tomorrow. Tomorrow's show, I'm going to put the preview out. Kiana Belcher and Colby Chapman in the same program. The movers and the shakers, the people that everybody is talking about except the Pope's house and Tiffany. They're going to be talking about what's going on in the Southland, what's going on in Harvey, and the events that are going on, not just in Dalton. We'll get that update from her, but what her future looks like as running for commissioner of the Cook County Board of Commissioners in District 5. So they're going to be here. Kiana Belcher, trustee of the Village of Dalton, and the alderwoman of the second ward of Harvey. That's Colby Chapman is going to be on the MacMan Morning Show. Oh my, it's going to be a wonderful show. I want to thank Mayor Russell once again for giving us an opportunity to just say hey to him, the youngest mayor ever elected in the state of Mississippi at 24 years old. This young man has taken on the mantle to help his community. And I'd like to say congratulations to all of those movers and shakers, all the people that ran those races that they said that they could not win. And look at the victory, not just because they're Democrats, but because they brothers. It's good to see that our black men are stepping up. We ain't going to be alone. And we got a young brother that's coming along in the Delta that's going to be doing some things, and we're going to help them. Hey, this is the MacMan Morning Show. I'm James Mack, your host. Getting ready to get out of here. It's the full day. It's going to be a hot day. Y'all go over there and get your smoothie over there in Matson, over there at the Smoothie Cafe. And those of you all, get you some ice water, some tea, and do some sitting down and get out of the weather and everything, and just do the things that you have to do. Love somebody. Okay, continue to pray for Keisha the stylist. She had an accident in her car, and she's doing well. I heard a little bit of something, but hopefully we'll get an update. I want to say to Lisa Howard of Lambert, Mississippi, that lost her husband. Lisa was running for alderman at large in Lambert, Mississippi, and on election day, her husband passed away. Our condolences to you, Lisa, and to your family. We're praying for you here at the MacMan Morning Show. It's something, life and time is precious, folks. We better get to work doing what God wants us to do. I'm James Mack. I'm your host. Thank you all for sharing with us. Like and subscribe. You can support us. We do need your help. If you like our independent black media, you can send us a donation of whatever, you can contribute of whatever your heart's desire to Mac Media 3 on Cash App, and you can get us on PayPal at McCray 322. Email us at macmedia3@gmail.com. You can do that. We need your support. A lot of people get a lot of support. I ain't jealous of nobody or nothing like that, but you'd be surprised where $10 or $12 will go to helping us with our broadcast. It takes a lot to do what we do, but we will stand on the wall. Thank you, Diane Black, and thank you, Ms. Rice, for coming on. Ms. Carter, our visitors in our chat, we want to thank you all for being here. Thank you again to the mother of Mayor Russell that came in. That's Ms. D. Russell. She came in and spoke about her son and spoke passionately, and we just wanted to spotlight him on today. Listen, if it's 9 o'clock a.m. Central Standard Time anywhere, it is the MacMan Morning Show. We had a good show. Y'all wish Mayor Russell well. I want to say hey to everybody, and I'll see you on tomorrow. Don't forget Kiana Belcher and Colby Chapman in the same studio, on the same show, the MacMan Morning Show. Grand Rising, good morning to all of you all, and have a wonderful day.
Morning show. It's a